The speed of smartphone update is getting faster. After Xiaomi released its new annual flagship phone, the Xiaomi 14 series, only half a month apart, vivo also released its latest flagship vivo X100 series. This X100 Pro in my hand claims to be the photography ceiling, and this time vivo has gained excessive publicity from it. Let's have a look at this phone. The box is all black design. There you have a phone, 120-watt charger, a USB-C charging cable, a SIM card pin, a quick start guide, and a clear silicone phone case. Although this phone case is a gift, I do hope it does not turn yellow over time. In terms of appearance, it refers to the ancient Chinese aesthetics of the sky is round and earth is square. It has 4 colors, each gets different material and design. The one in my hand is sunset orange, and its back is made of water ripple design and leather. It feels good to the touch. The rear camera module is a 2.5D one-piece gemstone with a Z logo in the center, which contrasts with the overall orange rear shell. There are 3 cameras on top, left, and right. The whole camera module is surrounded by stainless steel ring, and the solar pattern on the steel ring is carved by micro and nanoscale lithography. Basically, I'm saying you will love the design a lot like me. Mobile phone manufacturers are keen on stacking cameras. The entire camera module still produces a lot from the back shell as expected. The screen is the same as previous gen, still used as a curved screen design. To be honest, I personally do not like the curved screen because this screen is not protective film friendly. If damaged, the maintenance cost is higher than a traditional straight screen. It weighs 223 grams and is not too different in size from the Xiaomi 14 Pro and iQOO 12 Pro. This phone uses a 6.78-inch Super Retina AT eye protection screen, which also supports up to 120Hz refresh rates, and its brightness can reach up to 3000 nits. vivo X100 Pro uses new LTPO technology. Unlike the iPhone's ProMotion, it can use different refresh rates in different parts of the screen. We use the Chinese YouTube Bilibili as an example. When watching video, the video frame rate is 30Hz and the frame rate of the bullet screen is 60Hz. At the same time, you can slide the comment area with a 120Hz refresh rate. However, this function is not highly adaptable to some overseas software. In our test of YouTube, we found that its refresh rate is only 60Hz when sliding the comment area. The eye protection mode of this phone are Intelligent Eye Protection and the Global Eye Protection. The Intelligent Eye Protection mode can detect and filter blue light in real time to prevent eye fatigue. What I didn't expect was that this phone did not use ultrasonic fingerprint like the previous gen. Instead, it used a short focus fingerprint. This kind of fingerprint position is relatively lower in the screen, and it is not easy to unlock when holding it with one hand. You may also drop the phone easier, so please pay attention to that. This phone claims to be the photography ceiling. There's a lot of effort put into the camera. The 3 cameras are all 50 megapixel. The main camera on the left is IMX991 1-inch sensor, which can directly correct the offset light to improve the image quality at the edges and overall clarity. And the new T coating reduces reflectivity by 50% compared to the previous ALC coating, resulting in a clearer and more translucent HDR effect. To the right of the main camera is the world's only telephoto lens of mobile phones certified by ZES APO. This telephoto lens adapts a floating periscope structure of lens group to solve the problem of impaired resolution under traditional designs and support up to 4.3x optical zoom and 100x digital zoom. The full name of APO is Apple Chromatic. The optical design uses different material with different refractive indexes or lens with different shapes to offset the reflection combination to bring the 3 primary cameras together at the same focus, thereby reducing the purple fringe issue. We compared the vivo X100 Pro to Xiaomi 14 Pro by taking a set of photos facing the sun through the leaves. The photos taken by Xiaomi 14 Pro do have purple edges, while the photos taken by vivo X100 Pro have almost no purple edges. Next, please enjoy a set of photos and feel the photography of vivo X100 Pro. Judging from the photos and different focal lengths, the main camera performs very well at 1x focal length and it can clearly show the texture of plants. Due to the lack of 2x lens, the main camera takes over the job here. Here you can see if the photo is zoomed in many times, the details of the kitten's hair can still be clear. And with a 4.3x optical zoom, this telephoto lens can clearly capture the movements and expressions of each pigeon. The performance of this telephoto lens at the 10x focal length is also quite good. The small text on a building can still be seen clearly after zooming in. The ultra-wide angle lens also performs well. In the photos taken with this lens at 0.6x zoom, there's no distortion at the edges. In night scene mode, vivo X100 Pro has good control over lighting, but in terms of color performance, I think the saturation is a bit high. Its performance in capturing pictures is over pretty good. You can see that there's no blurry scene when shooting pigeons flying by. This is owed to the other imaging chip, the V3, which can shorten the image processing time, so the shutter speed is faster. In terms of video recording, the X100 Pro can record up to 8K 30Hz ultra clear video. Also, thanks to the V3 chip, the phone can switch focus faster and more naturally during the recording. The X100 Pro can add a new movie portrait mode this time. Not only that, it also supports poster shooting adjustment for portrait videos. You can adjust the focus position and blur level directly in the photo album without post-production software. Of course, like other flagship phones, this phone will experience the frustration of camera switching when adjusting the focal length during video recording. This phone is with a 32-megapixel front-facing camera this time. The clarity is still good. If you zoom in the photo without turning on the beauty function, you can clearly see the pores and stubble on the face. After turning on the anti-blur function, you can also address the aperture to blur the background, eliminating the need for post-picture processing. This phone also has an interesting little AR function. When you turn on this function, this phone will display the constellation according to the direction it is facing. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut enthusiast, so maybe you guys out there can make good use of this. vivo X100 Pro is equipped with the MediaTek's latest 9300 chip. This chip is built with TSMC 3rd generation 4nm process with 22.7 billion transistors. MediaTek uses an 8-core design of 4 large Cortex-X4S and 4 mid-core Cortex-A720S. The latest clocking is just the 2 GHz clocking due to high power consumption. This chip uses a new generation of Immortalis G720 GPU. It has 12 cores with a frequency up to 1300 MHz. In terms of memory, the new chipset supports LPDDR5T memories reaching 9600 Mbps. This chip has increased by 4 MB on the basis of previous generation, reaching 10 MB, and the third level cache is still 8 MB. Compared with the other two flagship chips on the market, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and Apple's A70 Pro, MediaTek's 9300 performance on the CPU is not left behind. In Geekbench 5, the chip leads the pack in multi-core performance, far ahead of the 8 Gen 3 and A70 Pro, which is really a surprise. In a single-core test, the A70 Pro still ranked first with an overwhelming advantage, and the chip was at the bottom, but the gap with the 8 Gen 3 was not large. So the vivo X100 Pro performance on the CPU is still at the top level, though it wouldn't be outstanding for single-core's peak performance. In GPU tests, we tested X100 Pro and the Xiaomi 14 Pro respectively. This phone lost by a little more than 400 points. However, in the test result of Antutu, the score of this phone is higher than that of a Xiaomi 14 Pro, but the gap is very small. After all, it currently depends more on the native gap between the two chipsets. As for gaming, we still have Genshin Impact for heavy loading. During the test, we set the graphics to the highest and then played for 20 minutes. The highest temperature we got is 41.8 degrees Celsius, pretty good cooling here. At the same time, this phone's average power is 4.6 watt and average frame rate can reach about 60, which is almost a top performance. Vivo still has super resolution and frame insertion features to improve game experience in certain games like Genshin Impact. This feature allows some games to exceed the maximum resolution and refresh rate of the game itself. For example, in Genshin Impact, it can run up to a refresh rate of 90 Hz. Unfortunately, the features are only available in Chinese games. Of course, if you are a super fan of Genshin Impact, this will not be a problem for you. It's been a couple of years, but we're still looking forward to more games using the features. This phone is with a 5400 mAh battery, 100 watt wireless fast charging, and 50 watt wireless charging. But interestingly, the standard X100 supports 120 watt wireless fast charging, even faster than the Pro. The 100 watt charger here collected back 22% of power in just 5 minutes and 70% in 20 minutes, and lasts fully charged in 31 minutes. Since it upgraded with a larger battery, the result is still acceptable. Next, let's look at the power consumption. The larger battery capacity is still the strongest guarantee. After testing, it consumes 8% for 20 minutes Genshin Impact gaming, 4% and 3% for 30 minutes of using TikTok and watching 1080p video. Compared with the Xiaomi 14 Pro, the X100 Pro has 85% of battery remaining after testing, which is 2% more than Xiaomi 14 Pro. This phone has the newest Origin OS 4 based on Android 14 and fully supports the Google framework. It also supports IP68 rated waterproof and dustproof, having dual speakers for stereo. The one at the top has a hidden design, which might not sound as symmetrical design. You can check it out here. Overall, the vivo X100 Pro is already one of the most versatile flagship models at the point, but unfortunately, it doesn't bring much new things to the table. The co-branding with Z's camera, new chipset, and a 5400 mAh battery is impressive, but we didn't get to see Vivo revolutionize its software experience. Anyway, leave a comment if you have anything you want to share with the Vivo flagship. Alright, this is Will from China. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun.